Hello student, today I am going to discuss you about the web mining. Web mining is the use of the data mining technique to automatically discover and extract information from the web documents and service. Here, all we know that there is a huge amount of data over the web, and that different customers or users retrieve different kind of information or data from the different type of servers. In this way, in this way, it's very different kind of queries that are processed by different kind of servers. In nowadays, web has become source of doing e-commerce and for advertising our project, used for advertising our project and various studies, educational purposes, and many other things also. The field like advertisements and e-commerce are the field where there is a lot of competition. And it would be very much advantageous for us if we know our customer and we know the information of our customer and give them options which they want in a fast and organized way. For analyzing our users' interest and the information that he asked for, we must browse through the web requests sent by our clients. So from client side, we maintain a log and we search on the various the log which contains the different requests made by the users and the kind of data asked by the users, and we analyze it and produce some by applying some association rule. We give them more options uh, that he could be interested in. So basically I want to say that in web mining, user is done web mining can be done on both sides, on server side and on client side. In server side, the different kind of servers are analyzed in such a way that we can find out in which kinds of data most of the users are interested and what are the hot projects or products which are on demand, or the current topics which are much queried by the different customers. Like in nowadays situations when corona has become a pandemic, many queries related to coronas comes on the server. So server can analyze that which kind of queries are basically which are of queries are basically put by the client to the server, so that he can produce more information regarding corona and analyze it in a better way and give them the most current and updated information. For producing the most relevant information to the client, what we need to do is that we must apply the procedure of web users mining. In web users mining, the process of extracting useful information from server logs, as I've told you, it uses web mining is the process of finding out what user are looking for on the internet. Some user might be looking at only textual data, whereas some other might be interested in multimedia data. So web users mining is the application of data mining technique to discover interesting users pattern from web data in order to understand and better serve the need of web-based applications. So basically, we are interested in analyzing the user interest and applying association rules over his interest so that he can a better idea about the related products also. Next, in this slide, I am showing you the taxonomy of the web mining. In web mining, as I have told you, that there are user may be interested in textual data, user may be interested in image kind of data, or he may be interested in videos or visual data. But while performing web mining, basically we define the three. There are three techniques that are basically used. First one, the web content based mining. Second one, the web structure mining, and third one, web uses mining. In web content mining, we start our query on particularly on some keywords. Here, there are again two cases. The user may ask for the certain textual data which contains that keyword. This keyword, the data, all the document containing this kind of keywords are searched or filtered through the different data available on the web and put in the certain order, in the order of relevancies. In the here the here uh, there is a situation arises in which user is not sure about his query and he puts his queries in some irregular way or informal way. Then web mining should have such capability or uh, intelligence that it can produce the same content that the client actually asked. So this is a different field there. I shall discuss it in the next slide. But here that I'm just discussing you about the web content mining, where the content is filtered on basis of some keywords and their frequencies. Second one is the web structure mining. In web structure mining, we ask for the certain which types of data, like the PDF document, Word documents, JPG file, MPG files, MP3 files, or some video files, VLC, etc. In web users mining, we actually track our customer, and in it we find out that the which kind in which area of web or particular field the user is interested, and we particularly classify our different customer according to their interest. And on the basis of these cluster we produce them the related data of that cluster, which in which the other clients of the same clusters shows in their interest. The In web mining, the following techniques are majorly used, like association rule, classification, clustering, and outlier discovery, and sequential pattern. In association rule, we find relate some products which occur frequently to each other, and if you client search for a one frequent thing, then we also give the users the option which are related to that frequent item of interest via some association rule. In classification, we classify the users related data in a cluster, so that whenever a user requests that data the frequently, then those kinds of data can be easily retrieved and produced in front of the client so that he can get it in a very easy way. In classification, we classify our customers as per their interest, and the advertisements and the related products to that class are designed as per user requirement. In outlier, some if user shows no interest or get irritated or doesn't show any interest in some certain hyperlinks or product, they are advertisement, then we discard that thing or unsubscribe the users from that, so that he can doesn't get irritated by frequently seeing those data, unwanted data. Application of web mining is basically used in the e-commerce field and information retrieval, like in educational and any other field, and in network management also. In uh, web mining is in there is enormous wealth of information on the web. The information is stored on the web in financial information, books, CD, video, stored restaurant information, car prices, So on the basis of the web, we can find out that the particular, what is the opinion, what is the feedback of the customer about a certain products, and what is the trend or the likes by the users, latest like status of the particular product, movie, CD, or the user review or feedback, so that he can easily get the easy feedback from different customer on the site he visits. Okay. As I have discussed you about the uh, web users mining is done basically in three phases. First one is the pre-processing phase, second one the pattern discovery, and the third one is the pattern analysis. In pre-processing state, we uh, we anal- we classify our user log and user log in certain classes. In this, the frequent occurring item are classified, similar items are classified into a single class, and the rest in the other class. And after forming the class, the pattern that we find out is analyzed, and analyze that user interested in which particular class, and what in which class he is not interested. In pattern analysis, we find out the different what is the final output statement or association comes out through the pattern or final output statement through that class, about the user interest, or this particular server data interest. Okay, so basically there are three phases: pre-processing, pattern discovery, and pattern analysis in web mining. Next, the web structure mining. In web structure mining, we particularly we what we do we particularly put our data in certain order, which as per order of relevance to the query. For deciding the relevance of the query, there are these are the following systems: as classify the web pages, and similarity measure between the web pages, and page rank, and the clever system, and hyperlink induced topic search. In sorry, as I have told you that there are intelligent IR tools which can retrieve the actual meaning of the query, the which user put informally, and so that we can put in front of him the most relevant data by interpreting it correctly. So there are certain IR tool to extract the actual meaning of the words, and if even if the order of the word is not correct. Okay. Next, the I'm discussing about the page rank. Page rank by page rank, actually, what we do, we if there a page contain n number of pages, and the page rank value of page u is dependent on the page rank value of for each page v out of the set bu. If it contains v pages, then what we do, we combine the value of each of the V pages and divide it by the number LV. That are the links from that pages to the other pages. So total value of the pages in that BU set, and divided by the LV of the link from the page. Its formula is as shown in this slide. And next is the, so page in the page which is referenced most of the time, it comes above them, and in this way the most relevant, the page with the maximum reference comes first, and later come first. So it is basically dependent or depends on the number of references. Higher the references, higher the page rank. The next one is the clever system. Clever system, it's find out that the what is the suppose somebody copied some page from the another one and put it in the link, then it can find out which from which page the actual content were taken. So it put the most authoritative page to the higher rank, higher in the higher position in the tree, and or we can say that up to the hub link, and most value pages are returned first. This is the clever system. In this way, I think that the web users mining is done in two ways: client perspective, from client perspective to for analyzing the client, and from server perspective to particularly classify the server data and the demand of the customer base, and for personalizations of aids, and help in evaluating the quality and effectiveness, and pre-processing and pattern discovery in the data and data structures. So that's all about the web mining. Thanks for joining.